Hello everyone and welcome to our first speed build. I'm sitting here with Jason.
Hello.
He's going to be helping me, although he
Yes.
doesn't fucking talk, so good luck with
I do
that. This is our first ever speed build, so it's the first time I've ever attempted building a proper house. It was Jason's first attempt at building a proper house, so forgive any mistakes that may happen, and also forgive the kinks in the editing and the length of the video. Something I'm going to tell you now is that we had a bit of problem when we were speeding up our recording afterwards. It kind of started lagging towards the end. I'm not sure whether that was a problem with the recording itself or with the editing software, but long story short, we had to cut a little bit of the end off, although there was nothing major done. It was just like a table, which you'll see in the next episode in the interior. That's pretty much all I have to warn you about. The rest of it's just a build.
Pretty much, we did cut out, like, if we were like AFK, for example, like not playing the game, we cut that out, obviously. But everything is in the video.
Everything relevant you will see.
Yeah.
So anything that we didn't end up using in the final product, we tried to just kind of cut out because it was just taking far too long, and this video was already like half an hour long. So we
For
just
speed build.
tried to cut out everything that wasn't really necessary, but we had a lot of fun building this house, except for the start, because we did have the whole outside done and our game crashed and the recording crashed. Everything went wrong.
It was hell.
So I had to, Jason was sitting beside me, it was me controlling the mouse as always, but he was giving me all the ideas and stuff like that, and I had to completely redo the whole exterior of the build from scratch. Because the recording didn't save, I couldn't even watch that back to see what we'd done, so we just kind of had to wing it a wee bit, and I think we got a little impatient towards the end.
We did, but to be honest, I think it worked out and it was worth it, and I think it turned out pretty well. Which,
yeah, I love it.
Which we'll all see eventually.
I honestly think it's not a bad attempt at a first ever speed build. I hope that you guys like it if anybody watches it. There will also be a download link in the description as well if you want to download it. And there will be, like I said earlier, a second part of this with the interior.
With the interior, yes. And again, you know, if there is anything you want to say about the house, obviously, you know, obviously have a comment or something. Let us know what you think, essentially, about the house. Good or bad. Hopefully good.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Never really hurt anybody, right? But no, we just, I don't know, I never really thought about doing speed builds before, but this just seemed like something that I wanted to do. I had an idea in my head and I thought I want to do that. So I talked to Jason about it, he agreed with me, and we decided to do it together, really.
Yeah, why not? Just like see what we can make up and
try our hand at it.
Just came, like, our ideas just pretty much came off top of our head, pretty much, you know. It was kind of like dead room by room and
yeah, this
like
was
wall
all
by
very
wall, window by window, just
spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have a clue what we were going to do on the inside of the house at all until we got in there.
Or the outside.
Or the outside, actually, that's a good point, because I struggled for so long with that roof the first time we made it. But obviously then, because this was the second time of us building it that you're seeing, because our game crashed, it was a little bit easier, although I did experiment a little bit, but most of it was just straightforward. We just wung it, really. We started building some walls, and the only thing that I had in my mind was the balconies at the front and back of the house. That was all I knew that I wanted, and we kind of just made it work from there. But a lot of it we found really difficult. Like, I've seen a lot of builds and I've seen a lot of things that people can do, and I was struggling because I was getting frustrated, just thinking, why can I not do these things? Why can I not figure this out? But then I eventually got it, so it wasn't too bad. We got there.
And you'll see quite regularly now we start to save this a lot, because obviously because of the mishap first time. So we're saving quite a lot, so which is quite you know, like, important. And I would recommend saving if you're a bigger build.
Because King Dick over here forgot to fucking save, and I ended up the game crashed and we lost everything. So really would recommend that if you're trying this yourselves, guys, to definitely save every time you do something that you think you couldn't be bothered doing again, because that's how I tried to think of it. Like, anytime I did something that took a bit of time or that I thought would be just a pain in the ass to do a second time, I just kind of saved so that we wouldn't have the issue of, if it did crash, having to do it again.
And thankfully both of us were pretty, like, keen, so we were, to like build a house, so we were, so it, you know, it didn't really hinder us like that much at all.
I know a lot of
kept
people
going.
probably would have give up, you know,
Yeah,
when something
it
crashes.
happens.
Sometimes people just say, you know, I'm not in the mood to record anymore, which is fine because I can understand why it would be.
Yeah.
Why it would be really, you know, it's a kick in the teeth and it's hard to get yourself motivated, but we wanted to do this so bad. This was like at, what, the AM, wasn't it? We always record
Oh
in
yeah,
AM.
late at night.
It's actually not that late right now. It's only like
Quarter past
11 o'clock at night
PM.
and we're doing the audio for this, so it's not too late this time, but when we were actually doing this, we stayed up till all hours both nights that we did it, because it took us 2 days to finish.
But it's a lot of fun, you know. I mean, like, what is we like enjoy doing it, so it is. So
I love it.
it's not a big deal, you know. We enjoy staying up quite late, like building houses and creating sims and just playing games in general. Yeah, quite a few things in this video, like you'll see, took us a little bit of a while, and we're trying to get things right and perfect and the angles and the shapes, but
The windows took some time, man. The windows
Yeah.
took some time. So annoying. Have you guys heard of that the new game Pokemon Go? I know I should probably be keeping this like about The Sims 4, but I mean, come
God.
on.
it's
Pokemon
so
Go
fun.
is so cool. I've already spent money in it. I never spent money in games. What am I like? I'm just not the kind of person to spend money in games, but this has made me spend money.
We're not like addicts, like we're not spending like hundreds of pounds, let's do just a few quid, but it's so addictive, man.
I just love it.
It's like the whole like concept of it's really cool. It really is.
I just think it's great crack, gets you out of the house and stuff like that. I'd love to be able to play Sims on the go.
That would be
How
awesome.
good would it be?
Sims,
just like bust to work,
Sims Go.
Sims in your fucking phone or whatever.
Or like, for example, like if you like walk past like a nice house in the street, like, oh my god, that house is awesome looking. You know what I mean? Just like play it like in a game, like take a picture of it or something, and I don't know, just like I don't know, it'd be cool. Like if in game, like your game like creates that house. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Of very
random
intelligent
thought.
software.
Yeah, well, it's
Not
really.
that I'm saying it couldn't be done, because it definitely could be nowadays.
It's
But
a bit.
it's the storage space in your phone and stuff. I don't think it's going to have enough
Yeah.
of a. I don't think a phone is capable of running the software you'd need
No.
to take a picture of something and have it instantaneously built. in
It
your
was just
phone.
a thought, like, you know.
Although it would be awesome, and it wouldn't surprise me if in a couple of years' time we do have things that can do that. Because think about what phones can do now compared to what they could do when we had our first phones.
Oh god.
You could
back
just
in the
about Bluetooth
brick.
something to someone, and now you can
That was a
fucking
struggle.
instant message people.
Got a snake on the side.
Oh yeah, the game. I was just giving him the weirdest look, like what the fuck are you talking about? But I've just remembered what he's talking about. Oh, that was so annoying. That bit. I've not talked about the build at all, but that
No.
bit with the windows was so irritating. Like I said, the windows were a fucking challenge. I hate windows. I love them, but I hate them.
Hit them at the same time.
I hate doing them. I just love the look of them afterwards.
There was a lot of like trial and error in this house, which I think is what like you need for, you know what I mean, like a build, so it is.
I would agree, yeah. I love the shape of the house and stuff like that, but now that I'm looking at it right now, I already have ideas for our next house,
Oh yeah.
which we will talk about because I'm not going to tell you right now, but yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm just looking at it, I'm thinking I could have improved that there, I could have improved that there. So I have a couple of ideas in the pipeline.
There is like a whole host of like ideas and like things that you could do, you know what I mean, like in terms of like building like a house or whatever in this game. Like it's just so fun and like it's creative and it makes you think too.
We
It
actually
does.
have like, aside from just house building, we have so many cool ideas
We do,
for this
like,
channel with regard to
Awesome
The Sims.
ideas.
The Sims and other games, but mostly The Sims at the moment. I think we're really enjoying thinking of different Let's Plays and challenges and stuff like that.
Different cool
We've had
ideas.
a couple of really good ideas that I think we're probably going to end up starting
Top
soon,
secret.
but we won't be putting it out there
No.
until or if we ever get people
Yeah.
who actually like us.
And I think they're gonna be quite fun to watch too, like because
Yeah.
they're quite different. I think.
It'll be
So-
a lot of viewer input. That's why
Yeah.
we can't really do it right now. I think we're getting like 9 views and
Yeah,
20 views. So
exactly.
if you're ever watching this in the future and we somehow got really famous, then
There you go.
there you go. We were once like getting 9 and 20 views, but at the moment we've only got 2 videos. We've only got 4 subscribers. It's pretty
Yeah.
pathetic at the moment, but
As we're recording this, that's what we'll have currently.
yeah,
So.
that's what we currently have. So yeah, but there's no point in us doing it now because we
No,
don't have the
yeah, the viewer.
the customer feedback. There's me going into
Oh, yeah.
sales assistant mode, which is my job. But viewer viewer comments. We need them before we can do the challenges we want to do. So
Yeah, definitely.
you'll see it in the future if you stick with us, hopefully, but we'll see what happens.
So as you can see, like in our build, we're starting to get a bit of a colour now in it. You know what I mean? Like flowers and
I like the
bushes
red.
and like moss and stuff like that. So it is nice. It's lovely. It stands out a lot too.
I think like I wanted to try look at that mossy look on the front, but then I just didn't really like that it was so bland.
Yeah.
So I put in the flowers just because I thought it was a lot prettier than it just looking like some
No, it is.
grassy crap had grown on the side of your house. Like it just looks like it needs cleaned off to me. Anyway.
I think too much moss looks kind of.
You say that, but guys, if you haven't skipped past this part, then you have not seen our landscaping yet. And oh my god, we did get a little bit carried away. Although I still think it looked
Could be
good.
a whole lot worse, but I mean.
But I mean, there's a lot of colour and a lot of plants and flowers.
We
and
did get
bushes.
very detailed and like down to the gritty, but it makes it look nice. You know, I think
I like it.
paid off, and like it's not over the top, because like over the top just looks kind of like forced and
Yeah, I
bad
would agree.
essentially. But I think it looks pretty good. Honestly, I do.
I think that, you know, and obviously correct us if we're wrong, guys. Tell us if you hate it, if you love it, whatever. Everybody
Definitely.
has different opinions.
Feedback's welcome.
Some people will love it, some people will hate it, but I actually really like the finished product of this house. I actually like the house now, and I'm even looking at it right now.
So did
I
I.
like the house.
I-
I'm gonna be using it in our game.
I personally think like if we did create a house that we're not 100% pleased with, I think we would still make a video out of it, because
There's always room for
you know what I
constructive
mean.
criticism.
It's not all about, you know, like trying to build like the best house and making a video and stuff and getting really awesome feedback. Like it's about just building a nice house that people may or may not like.
I'm
You know
not
what I
gonna
mean?
sit here and try and like, you know, what's the word like? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm not gonna try and sit here and seem like I condone hate. I don't condone hate. I don't think hating on people should really be a thing, but it is, unfortunately. But I don't mind when someone is pretty much like hating on one of our designs, as
Yeah.
long as it's constructive
Yeah,
criticism.
yeah.
You know, I don't care if someone goes, "Oh my god, this isn't very good. You shouldn't have used so many flowers. You should have done this. You should have done that." That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But if someone just commented like, "Oh my god, you suck. You're so
Yeah.
bad. You're terrible.
Crap
Kill
build,
yourself."
get
blah,
wrecked,
blah,
scrub.
like,
Those, yeah, they can go.
I don't like that kind of stuff, but what I'm saying is we do appreciate constructive criticism. Although any kind of hate that I get, even in my real life, I really don't give a fuck. It's
Yeah.
just never pleasant, you know?
No, it never is.
But at the
Humans.
same time, like, it's nice to get constructive criticism because it means people are watching, they're viewing, and they're being honest with
Yeah,
you. You know
exactly.
what I mean? But yeah, lots more moss, vines.
A lot more colour now, definitely.
Oh yeah, this is like, what, like 10% of the actual jungle we create. But
We're
I
saving
think
again.
it's pretty good. Yeah, we saved a lot, but man,
We
like I
did.
said, anytime I did something I didn't fancy doing again, I saved.
Of course. It's the best way, so let's keep yourself right and no hiccups like again, you know.
Fuck, that first one nearly killed me.
At least we were like keen and eager and like wanting to build it again.
Yeah, because guys, I don't think like if that had happened on a day where I wasn't feeling it, there's no way I would have went back and rebuilt a whole house that I just done. Like all
Yeah,
of this
no.
pretty much was already done, you know, and we lost it all. It was stupid of me not to record, but I mean save while I was recording, but I mean you don't always think about these things. And forgive me for this, I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. Like, I just got way too close to the house for some reason.
If you know, and like this house overall took us quite a few hours, like quite a lot of hours to
Oh,
build,
yeah.
and like if it did
I would
crash
say
at
it
the very
took a
end
solid.
with like no saving, then it'll be heartbreaking, I think.
It took us a solid what, 10 hours ish?
Yeah, pretty much,
maybe?
yeah, because we started like on like a day and stuff slept and stuff, and then we did it again the second day, so it was like hours each day. So
It was 10
Took
hours
us a while.
because I would say that I still count the first part as this build
Oh,
because even though it crashed and all disappeared, and the first time it took us a lot longer to do because we didn't know what we were really doing. The second time we kind of did because we'd already done it, but the first time it took us a lot longer. So what you're seeing now probably took us at least 1.5 or 2 times the length of time you've just seen it take.
yeah,
You know, aside from the fact that it's sped up as well, you know, but before it was sped up, it was very long. and it took us even longer than that the first time. So we did that, and then we had to do it all over again, and then we have the whole interior and stuff that you haven't seen. Like, this is half an hour long, this video. That's with stuff cut out. That's with the interior not in it.
Yeah.
You know?
It took a while, a lot of effort.
I would say it took at least 3 hours or more to do the outside. And then I'd say it took maybe not 10 hours, about 8 hours.
Yeah, roughly. Like, so
and I'd say it took about 5 hours to do the rest of the landscaping and the inside the next day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, definitely.
Definitely didn't take any less than 8 hours to do all this. So there you go.
Well, at this point we're trying to find like a good like colour and like floor for the outside. Took us a while to try and find what did like the right one, but we'll get there in the end eventually.
I apologise if you do start to hear any noises, by the way. Our little rascals are probably going to wake up soon, because it's getting towards that time of night where they start to come alive. I think I did hear one a minute ago.
I seen one. If you are new, by the way, we do have 3 little hamsters in the room, so in case you're wondering, little rascals, who are they? Little hamsters, so.
Thor, Miko, and Zeus.
Which
so
you
cute.
all feature quite a lot, like either in person or like by sound. Probably that our videos.
Zeus has been in one of the videos that we have recorded. I don't think we've actually uploaded that one yet, but I think it's going to be pretty soon though. But he got featured in one of our videos because he was up making a racket, and we thought, why not? We'll get him out, get him into one of the videos. So he's at the start of one of our videos. But you'll see that in due time. Right now we're just concentrating on this build that we've already talked about.
We're still trying to get the floor down.
Oh my god, like this is still the outside of the house, guys. Like,
we were very kind of trying to get things really right. Like, as you can see.
We're very fussy people. Especially me. I think most of the fussiness was probably to do with me.
Although in saying that, like, it was like our very, very, very first build. So like, I think things are going to take longer. But like, once we get the hang of things, future builds will take a lot, like a lot quicker. I think
it can only get better.
So can I.
And I'll be really happy and pleasantly surprised if everybody actually quite likes the house when it's finished.
Yeah.
Like, I like it as it stands, but I like it as it finishes too. And hopefully, when everyone sees what it's like, hopefully you like it. Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? We do this because we want to have fun, but we also want people to like it, of course.
Hopefully, like.
Of course.
But if you don't, that's fine.
Exactly. It's totally fine. We'll get over it. We're adults. We'll grow up.
I don't know. Might cry to sleep or something. Who knows?
Speaking of sleep, I've just yawned.
Someone's tired.
But our night is nowhere near over.
No, we've got a lot of stuff to do tonight, actually, a lot of editing and...
We have this video to render, we have the interior part of this build to edit and record audio for, we have a walk to go on to collect some more Pokemon.
The game's so cool.
We have a lot of stuff to do.
We do.
We're off tomorrow together though, so tomorrow we'll probably end up recording some more episodes of the Legacy Challenge for you guys to see. So yeah, get excited for that. Do you know, sometimes I laugh because I think, and if there's anybody listening, they can hear this too, but like, I laugh because I'm saying you guys, and I'm saying this, and I'm saying that, and I know for a fact we're getting like 4 views a time, if that, and I think it's all Jason's friends at the moment, so it makes you feel pretty, you're like, oh my god, embarrassing, #cringe.
Although, and saying that, like, obviously everyone has to start somewhere, so like...
Exactly. We wanna do this for fun, but we don't want to just do videos where when people do go and watch them, we just ignore everything. The whole point of making a video for YouTube is to make people feel like you're talking to them, that you're there for them.
Yeah. And
if you are watching this now and you came onto this and we were just saying, yeah, this is the colour of this wall, this is the colour of that wall, while having a conversation with each other and not you'd feel... You wouldn't want to watch our videos anymore. No,
you don't. Like, I like to watch a video where like you feel kind of like happy and welcomed and
like Markiplier.
Yeah, Markiplier.
He makes you feel like he's actually wanting to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why everybody wants to talk to him.
That's nice. It is nice. So it is.
you know, and I hope that in the future, if there are even just 10 people watching, that all 10 people feel like we've actually talked
part of
to
it,
them.
exactly.
You know, I don't want to be one of them people who just fucking come on here, try and get famous, and don't care about anything.
And like leave.
Yeah.
No.
I just want to have some fun.
Building like a little small kind of like group, like a family or like a community, maybe with you guys, pretty cool. You know, kind of. I don't know, pretty cool. Just
I would enjoy it.
good, like.
I love making like friends, even if it's online. As stupid as that might sound, like having little YouTube friends,
It's
be
fun.
class.
Yeah, it is fun. Like, you know what I mean. Talk to you guys.
It's a good way to connect with people, and it's a good way to just have a little bit of fun, you know. And
No, it
that's
is,
the thing.
definitely.
It's all about the fun. It's all about making each other and people happy. We just, I don't know. We just decided one day, do you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the YouTube thing. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see where it goes. We're gonna have some fun with it, and that's all it is. Something to do in our spare time.
What we like talked about it for quite like a while, and weren't so much like putting it off. Just didn't really get round to it. But obviously now that time has come.
And we kind of just decided, like, well, the thought of it was like, what do we do when we're talking? Do we say, guys, do we say this, do we say that? What if no one watches? What if we're horrible? What if we're just terrible? You know, and then we realised, hang on, it's not actually about that. It's not about whether anybody watches. It's not about anything like that. It's about us having some fun. And of course, it's about the people who watch, but it's not about whether we get views or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like that for us. If someone does watch, we want them to feel welcome. We want them to feel happy. But if nobody watched, it's not about that. It's about us. It's about us having some fun. And I think we finally realised, you know what, let's just do it, because why not? Why not? What's the worst that can happen? You end up making a couple of friends, having some fun.
Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Yep. Able to say so.
So, we're gonna have some trouble with the windows here. You'll probably see that. Like I've mentioned about 100 times already, the windows did me in a wee bit.
Don't get me started, man. Oh goodness.
The windows.
Oh.
They took so long for like. Right, I kept asking Jason, like, what looks good, and he was like, babe, that looks good. I was like, no, it doesn't. So everything we did, I wasn't happy with.
We disagreed on a couple of things, but like
It wasn't a disagreement
most
just in
things
the sense of like,
fighting.
no,
Yeah.
why, no. It was more of a like, that's really nice. I don't think it is, you know,
Yeah,
that kind
yeah,
of thing.
like-
And then changing it and trying to think of different things and all that good stuff.
yeah. But we got there eventually at the end, and we had a pretty good idea of like how to like split, as you can see now on the screen. We like split the windows up a little bit, kind of helped the precision a lot.
We just wanted to make it look like a little bit more like the house had, I don't know, sections. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? We didn't want it to look like fucking split in half, but we wanted it to look a section, just because that last window at the end, as you can see, it was giving us a really hard time,
Yeah,
and
so-
4 of the same window looked stupid. So we wanted to have something a little bit different. It took us a while to get something that we could settle on.
And the pillars helped a lot, as you can see.
Oh yeah, they did.
It did, big time.
But yeah, like a lot of this was just kind of trial and error, and we tried many things before we actually settled for
Exactly.
anything at all.
This part here, too, especially, we
Oh god.
like tried so many things, trying to get a window in there, trying to like resize things, add stuff, remove stuff, but
It
we
was the
eventually got a
worst.
nice little area. We did the best we could, essentially.
We got there eventually. It just took us a little while to do it, but once it was done. Sorry guys, I'm yawning. It looked really, really good. So yeah, I liked it, but you can judge for yourselves.
The moss thing, I think, saved
God, I love
our lives a lot of times. It looks well. It does look well.
We were just like, fuck it, just put some moss in.
Well, we didn't overdo it at all. Like this part here, I like this little part that we did here.
I like it
It was
myself.
quite pretty cool, pretty neat.
It took us ages to decide on the colour for that, guys. I
Yeah.
cannot believe how long it took for us just to go with a basic yellow colour. Then.
Yeah, the colouring also took us ages to do, but
Everything took us ages to do, put it that way. Everything felt
I
like
think
it took a year to do.
if you want a house that like you're properly gonna be satisfied with, like you have to take
Take
your
your
time. You
time,
do, you know
yeah.
what I mean? You do.
There's no such thing as a rushed speed
No.
build. That sounds contradictory because it's a speed build, but You know what I mean? There's no such thing as a rush.
Yeah,
build.
exactly.
I've just realised, did we end up leaving the windows like that? Like uneven?
We did actually,
I
yeah.
think we did actually quite like
We
that.
did, which you don't even like, yeah.
We built this house and finished
I
it
forgot about
yesterday,
that, actually.
guys. So we're just kind of
Yeah.
remembering everything that we've done. But I think we did
I
leave
think
it
we
like
did
that. I
actually,
really liked
which
it
I
like
should
that,
like, yeah,
actually.
exactly.
So yeah, we really wanted to. We were really excited to get the interior of the house done.
That's
and
true.
The living room done. We had a lot of plans for the living room. Hopefully you like it when you see it in the
Hopefully.
next one. But we really wanted to do all that. But we wanted to get the outside done first. We did all the landscaping, and this was a bit of a pain in the
Yeah, this is now the point where we're starting to get really kind of bushy, if you will, you want to call it that way.
But yeah, a lot of colour, a lot of bushes,
Yeah.
a lot of jungle look.
Just to make
looks
it
like
more-
it needs a good gardening.
Yeah, pretty much. But at the same time, while it's still looking quite neat, you know what I mean? You know, it does look very neat.
We wanted to have that homey feel, so we thought it would be really awesome if we could give the bushes that look where they're a bit overgrown, they're a bit mixed together, all that kind of stuff. We didn't want it to look fucking finely gardened, because then it doesn't seem like anybody really lives there.
No. So right now we're doing little it's like rock stone things, just to try and make it homely and stuff, like a wee pathway, little area.
And we really wanted to make it, seem like it had a bit of a direction, because after we've added everything in and stuff, it all looks very wild. So we thought a little bit of a pathway, make it look like an actual house.
A lot of realism too. Like we don't obviously want to make the house fucking ridiculously looking. Like it looks quite realistic too, I think.
Yeah,
quite neat.
I don't know about you, right? But when I was younger and I used to play The Sims and stuff, and I built houses, it was literally, and I showed Jason one of the ones I built before this, not when I say this was my first ever proper build, I mean of an actual house. I've built houses in The Sims before, but they always ended up looking like a little rectangle with literally cut in half and cut in quarters, with 4 rooms in the bottom and 4 rooms in the top, and it was a big square with a big square roof on it, and that was it. And now that I was really trying to add stuff in that made it look more like a house, it took a lot longer. It took a lot more effort. And I found myself adding in pathways and stones and just all the kind of things that I would never have added in before. So like I say, I really don't know about you, but my houses always used to look like a little rectangle and just plonked down on the plot of land with no bushes, no trees, no nothing, just this little house just sitting there with a big white fence all right around the outside, and that was it. And that was it.
Like the bog standard, pretty much.
Literally, child building abilities. I was terrible, and I wasn't. It's not even that I was hopeful. I just never put any effort into any of it. But now that I find that when me and Jason really tried with this house, we really tried. We did so well. I know that Jason's told me he's never really built in The Sims before.
Not really, no. Again, probably very, very basic squares, cardboard boxes at the very most, but nothing like this. This is
a
bizarre.
house. This is a home.
Plus, I personally, on my own, I'm not very creative. I try to be, and it sometimes works out, kind of, but I'm not that creative. And I just feel building the walls, you know. So.
See, I would tend to agree and go as far as to say that I'm really not a creative person. In fact, I often envy a lot of people that I know, because they are so creative. They can paint, they can draw, they can do something, they can make something of their own. And I'm really, really honestly not that creative person, but I think together, me and Jason bring out the creative sides in each other, and I know LOL cringe, but #cringe, but yeah. Seriously, I really do believe that, because of my own, I am not a creative person, hence why I said I usually just make little boxes with some windows and a roof, but with Jason, we were both able to create this,
And that also includes the ideas that we'll have as well for videos in the future. They're actually quite creative, I think.
I agree.
And that will shine through, obviously, in the upcoming future, hopefully.
I hope there's no way to find out. But yeah, like, I'm not a creative person, and it took a lot of creative energy to make this house. And
Yeah.
I think in the future I am really, really enjoying it. I really already want to start another one, which isn't going to happen tonight because we haven't even got the second part of this edited it yet. And it is now, I did tell you the time when we started this, and it is now 23 minutes past 12, so that's how long we've been recording the audio for alone. We've had a couple of hiccups, a couple of problems with the edited videos, so we've had to pause and go back and do this and do that. So we've been doing this for what, about an hour now?
Yeah.
Because it was after 11 when we started
Oh yeah.
the audio, and it's a half an hour long video, guys, so it shouldn't really take that long. But yeah, we've had a couple of problems with, hopefully it'll all work out in the end, but you will start to see very soon when we go around to the back of the house, you'll see the bits of lag that start to happen around when we're building the pool. There was a bit after that where we finished the pool and got the rest of the pathway at the back garden in. We also put in a little table and chairs, but you know, you didn't miss a lot. We did have to cut that part out, but you did not miss a lot. It just was too laggy. You'll see it yourself, but it was just horrible.
Plus, like, you will like see like that area.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you will like afterwards.
We have our pictures taken, our shots of the house taken. We've done it all, and I've made sure that in the next video that I do show you, that we do show you, but
Of
for
course.
right now we can't really show you because
No.
it wasn't happening. It wasn't possible. So you'll see it in the next one.
But as you can see, like, we're making like a start now on like our back garden, and it's quite a nice wee like size. I think, you know, you can do a few things
I
with
really
it.
love it. Yeah, I think like if you download this house and you want to change some stuff around, you could easily take away all the bushes if you really wanted to. All you have to do is use a sledgehammer, and you could take away loads at a time, and you can make that garden so much bigger. The only thing is, we kind of just put bushes at the sides because what else are you going to do with the sides of a house?
I mean, you could put in like a fence, but I think
the bushes look better.
Because of the kind of house that we'll have, I don't really think. Yeah, I think bushes look better.
But that's up to you guys. Everything is subjective. You know, if you want to download this house and change it and re-upload it in whatever way you want, please do. We can't wait to see what people come up with if you do download it.
Well, you're right, is.
But we do love this house. We love the bushes. We love everything about it. Obviously, not everybody will, and we're totally fine with that. But if you're wondering why it's a bit nuts, that's probably why. We thought the bushes looked more realistic. And I don't know why I skipped one part and started doing the next part here. But I think I just had it in my head a way I wanted it to be done. I didn't want to forget, so I just did all that stuff in the middle.
And again, we didn't really go over the top. Like, if we did, literally all this back garden would be trees. Like big pink bushy trees and everything, you know what I mean? But they're quite small. They're literally just, it's like a bush, like a fence kind of bush.
I love what we did with it.
No, it's
I think
nice.
It's fantastic. I really liked it actually, but you know, everyone feels differently about different things. You know, I like the fact that the little hedge comes through the bushes.
Yeah.
I really like that. I like that it gives it the overgrown look. But then someone also probably hate that. So just depends.
Just depends on the person you're and the kind of gardener you're, you know.
And what you like.
Exactly.
Took me ages to find the right little bush to go into that little
As you can see.
So annoying. But yeah, that bush is sitting out really far.
Yeah, we're just a dot you will find little bits and bobs down there. It's kind of out of place, but we'll go back and fix it at the end, as you can see.
Lots of spinning and stuff, which I'm sorry about guys, but I'm one of them weird people that like to spin. This is when it starts to lag. You'll see when we're putting the stones around the pool, that's pretty much when it starts happening. I don't know what I was trying to do with that shape. I just went for a normal shape.
Kind of cool, no?
Yeah, but I wanted them to be able to swim in it too, so we're going to swim in it as well. Those little jagged
awkward,
bits that Sims can't go into just look really stupid. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy making the pool. I actually have never done anything like that before, so I was just kind of going off my own noggin, really. Yeah, going off my head.
Off the head. Header.
But yeah, it takes me ages to figure out the right thing. I think I leave the rim of the pool white. I didn't even know you could change the colour. So it took me a bit of exploring to find that you could do that.
There is just so much options. You know what I mean? There's so many things you can do.
The build tool is so what's the word? It's so. There's a word I'm looking for.
Diverse, would that
Yes.
be? Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
It is.
There's so much you can do. It is so like involved. You can do a lot with it. You can make it look whatever way you want. You know, no matter what you're building, you can let your wildest dreams come
Go
true.
wild,
you
yeah,
can let
exactly.
your mind go nuts. You can do anything almost in The Sims 4, and with the amount of mods and stuff that you can get nowadays,
yeah.
you literally
Oh, it's
can probably do
crazy.
anything with The Sims 4.
So much features.
And I really enjoyed it, but you'll start to notice now, and I apologise if it annoys anybody that the end of this is very laggy, but you know, we tried to cut out what we could.
Yeah, it's
We didn't want to cut all this out and have people
No.
be like, where'd the pool come from, you know?
exactly.
How'd you do that?
But like, there wasn't much missed, and it does cut off shortly. But this will be pretty much the end of the exterior.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the next video will be the whole interior.
So look out for that, guys. I think you will enjoy that. We'll do all of the interior, so it's the 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, the living room, study, kitchen, dining room, everything.
Everything.
Literally
You'll see it.
everything.
It comes along nicely. It does.
It
you know.
does. So we're probably going to leave it here, guys, because it's
Yeah.
literally just
Starts
about
to really
to
lag
end.
and all that. So
But we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it.
that's us.
See you later.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.